Alright, so we're on question 8 now. And this one says, on planet X, 2 astronauts are playing catch. The trajectory of the ball can be modeled as a parabola. The vertical height h at different times t is in given table. So here's our table. The time is our x's, the heights are y's. Excuse me. So then it says which model best represents the data. Well, only one of these will make a parabola. If we look here, this doesn't have t squared, so it's not this one. This has t raised to an exponent something other than 2. We haven't done that before. It's not that one. This one does not have t squared, so it's not this one. This one does have a t squared, so it's got to be D. If you want to check your answer, all you have to do is plug it in. Excuse me. The present age, Jane is twice that of Annie. In 15 years, Jane will be 1.5 that of Annie. What are the current ages of both Jane and Annie? So Jane is 2 times Annie. In 15 years, Jane's age will be 1.5 times Annie. So Jane plus 15 should equal 1.5 times Annie. What are the current ages of both Jane and Annie? Now, there's a couple different ways we can do this. I'm going to go ahead and use substitution because we have Jane equals 2 times Annie. So I should be able to plug this in for Jane, and then we'll just have one letter to solve for. So 2 Annies plus 15 equals 1.5 Annies. Let's put our A's together, so I'm going to move that to the other side. So 15 equals 0.5A. Divide by negative 0.5. We get Annie is equal to 15 divided by negative 0.5, which would be negative 30. Now, obviously, she cannot be negative 30 years old, so let's try just as Annie is 30. Let's see if that works. If Annie is 30, so there's 2 answers with 30. I can knock out B and C. If Annie is 30 and Jane is half of that, because Jane would equal 2 times 30, so Jane would have to be 60. So let's go with D. Now, here's how we can test it. 30 times 2 is 60, and then in 15 years, that would be 75, and 15 years from 30 would be 45, so 45 times 1.5 should be 75. Nope, that doesn't work out. Sorry about that and jumped the gun a little bit. When I tried plugging it back in for the 1.5, it didn't work out. So let's try 30 and 15. Obviously, 2 times 15 is 30. If I added 15 to 30 years, we'd get 45. And 15 to 15 would get 30. And if you did 30 times 1.5, we add up and we would get 45. So it is actually A. Sorry about that miscalculation. All right, the last one says, which equation represents this graph? Now, we have several equations here. None of them are in y equals. So let's change them all into y equals. All we have to do, distribute and move. So distribute this. So I got y plus 1 equals 3x minus 3. So the first one is y equals 3x minus 4, which means it hits the y-axis at negative 4. The slope is positive 3. But going left to right, this slope is negative, so it cannot be A. So let's try the next one. Y plus 7, and we're going to multiply this out. So that's going to be equals negative 3x plus 3. End up getting y equals negative 3x minus 4. So it hits at negative 4. The slope is negative 3. So negative 4, I'm going to check my slope. If I go down 3 and over 1, I run out of room. So I'm going to go up 3, 1 backwards. Up 1, 2, 3, 1 backwards. Yes. And it is a slope of negative 3, and it hits at the right spot. That is it for the review. There's going to be a similar problem to each of these on your chunk test. So make sure you guys study. I apologize for the mistake I made on number 9. I jumped to the incorrect answer. But when I checked my work and saw that one didn't work out, I tried the other numbers, and the other numbers did work out. So just so you know, sometimes your first answer may not be your best one. Work it out, test your strategies, and do what you can. All right, good luck on your test tomorrow. Hope this review was helpful.